Hello, this is One Mana Left, and this is going to be an update video to the Hammer of the Gods Warrior Titan. I'm playing an Ignite version, and in my last video I showed things kind of coming together, getting a little bit tankier, getting a little more single target damage, but the thing that was lacking was clear speed. So there is, let me see if I can show this off. There is some clear speed tech. Let's see if I can pull this up. Alright, Cloudcast Magic Missile put out a video like 2 days ago, so I'll give him credit. Basically showing this off. And at the time, I just kind of got my build together and kind of got into the end game, and I saw this demonstration here, and watch and learn. There we go. So, the gist of it is you use Crushing Impacts from Titan as like a 6th Ascendancy point. Stampede and Devastate plus Armor Explosion. That's it. So I grab my 6th Ascendancy point, grab Crushing Impact. I'm using a 5-link right now with Stampede, Devastate, Armor Explosion, faster attacks, and increased area of effect as a 5-link. And I haven't really taken this as far as I can go. I could get a much faster weapon. I could ignite acceleration. I just now got attack speed on gloves. I'm kind of missing a lot, but I mean, the clear speed looks a lot better than it did. And I've also picked up the Surrender. They buffed block finally, like 2 days ago in a patch, so block now works from all directions, which makes the Surrender with 74 block insane recovery. Enough so that I've ditched my chest, more defensive chest. And I'm going to let Surrender hard carry. The other thing this adds, which I won't cover in this video, but I aim to do a kind of update in about a day or two, is it re-enables the weapon swap. I couldn't really weapon swap because I was relying on my shield for res cap, so if I did the weapon swap tech to do the big hammer, it would drop my res below cap and I'd just die. So I'm going to be doing some bossing hopefully this weekend. Right now my hammers do like 2 to 3 mil. With the dual hammer tech, with like a bunch of plus gems and like just dual wield in general being 40% more damage on Titan Grip, it means my hammers do like 3.5 times damage potentially with good swap weapons and swap points. So that would get my hammers up to like 6 to 10 mil, which would pretty much one-shot bosses. I did a Zesht 0 earlier, just to kind of verify this, and I'm definitely tanky enough, so being able to one-tap them would be like really, really good. But I'll probably get there hopefully tomorrow night, so maybe whenever I get to that point I'll do an update video. But I'm going to show off some clear. So this is going to be a tier 16 map with a breach. No, that's an expedition, darn it. Okay, not a breach. But I'll just show this off, show off the clear, see how this looks. And yeah, the Stampede recovery and the Stampede clear and the Surrender recovery is looking pretty dang good just for mapping. But watch and learn. There we go. It's beautiful, isn't it? We pop. I'm very tanky and I pop. That's two good things to achieve in life. Be tanky and pop. Let's just see like how. Oh, that's the wrong button. No, I was gonna show off the Surrender tankiness. Okay, I accidentally hit hammer. Like, let's just grab a bunch of friends here. See how many friends we can grab. See how tanky I am. So yeah, that's the Surrender. Yeah, you've seen Surrender before. It does things like that. And then we do big pops. You get the gist of it. Even that rare dies with Stampede Ignite right now. I'm rocking double 5-link now. I still don't know what this mod does. It just, this guy always seems to live a hammer for some reason. Not that guy, apparently. Alright. I've figured him out. I've succeeded for reasons I cannot fully explain. But, yeah. I could full clear the map. Maybe I will. I'll just keep talking while I full clear it. So, hammer right now is on a 5-link. I'll mouse over all my gear at the end, then I'll show the tree at the end, then I'll show the gem links at the end. But I'm on 5-link hammer, still pretty much the same setup. I got Eternal Flame for the longer ignites, which feels nice. On a lot of rare monsters, I don't need it, but on unique monsters, I definitely feel like I need it. Oh, that's a... Oh, no. I thought she... man. One thing I really hope they do is to up the auras for rares to, like, tell that you actually have a rare. Because that does happen a lot, is, like, I will straight up pass monsters on the map, like, when I first go by them, not even realizing they're a rare, and then I'll get all the way to the end of the map and come back and be like, wait, it says I missed one at the start, and there'll just be, like, a half HP monster that looks the exact same that I couldn't even tell was a rare. So hopefully they improve that. I've added shield charge for movement. It feels okay. It's definitely not like a Pee-wee 1 movement skill. You know, obviously that'd be too good. We can't, you know, no fun allowed. Gotta keep it ruthless, but yeah, I mean, we're finally getting, I gotta always check for 19 gems. We're finally getting to a little bit of tolerable clear speed. I think I can be about 50% faster than this if I add acceleration, like an actual fast-based weapon. I'm also, like Stampede does get a lot better too, because the 6th link will be momentum. That sounds ridiculous. It's got to be the only combo I can think of where the 6th link of your clear skill is 40% more damage. But it actually, like, I don't think you can justify, like, you need Stampede, right, obviously. You need the 2 gems for Devastate and Armor Explosion. You need that to make the combo work, okay? You need faster attacks just to make it feel smooth, even though it's 25% more damage. It's also 25% more speed, so that's better than 40% more damage. You kind of need, in my opinion, the 40% more area of effect just to get your pro lifts to happen, because the whole reason this makes big pops is because it self chains. So like I don't think you can pass up on 40% more AoE for clear. So this is probably the first combo I've ever heard of where the 6th gem in a 6th link for your main clear skill is a 40% more damage support, but that is the case on this one. So if I can actually get a 6th link, I've tried twice now to corrupt a 5 link and see if I can get a 6th out of it. I failed both times. I did hit 23 quality both times, so I didn't like totally lose. But yeah, this would be 40% more damage just by getting a 6th link. That in and of itself is a pretty unique scenario. I'm still rocking the same aura setup. I might ditch Herald of Ash. It doesn't really feel that good, honestly, but the overwhelming presence is very good. Unfortunately, I don't have a boss in this map to, you know, show some hammer one-shots, but I showed that in the last video. My damage is higher in the last video, but maybe only like 30% higher. Not anything like too crazy. But probably the next update video with what I have planned, I'll have, you know, the weapon swap tech. And if I get the weapon swap tech, I aim to do some endgame bosses, like maybe Zesh, maybe King of the Mist, where I just kill him one hit. That'd be the ideal show-off scenario for the proof of concept of the build, you know. Do endgame boss in one hit. Maybe I'll go over my Atlas tree too, because I do have like I don't know. I don't know if what I'm doing is like the absolute best thing, but it feels good. Like rares are really powerful. They recently buffed the bonus for rare modifiers as far as the quant rarity it gives, which pretty much means that like rares seem to just give more loot than everything else in the map that's not a rare. It's like magic and white monsters drop basically 0 loot. Rares, even if you only killed 10 per map, drop like, you know, the entirety of the loot. And if there is a boss in the map, the boss drops like 4 rares worth of loot. So it's a pretty good combo. But I have the rares have an extra 1 to 2 modifiers thing. And that definitely seems to make a difference. I have a few more rares in the map, and then I have like the 10% chance to duplicate, but alright, I was hoping I would get to a point where I have cleared the map before I feel like I ran out of things to go over. But unfortunately, as is the state of mapping in PoE right now, it seems, I'm still just now at a point where I'm spending time running around looking for the last monsters. I don't even have the icons showing yet, which is a bit of a bummer because I think part of the reason for that is because I have a lot of pack size anywhere I can get. Like this map alone has 44 pack size, but I have some pack size on the Atlas tree too, which is a bit unfair in my opinion because it means that the 200 remaining cutoff is worse for you in terms of like percentage of the map left. And I feel like it'd be fairer if they just did it off of percentage, but oh well. Okay, now I have him on. Hopefully this is the last boss. Oh, this will also complete my tier 15 maps. This will be the final 30 points, whatever. Yep, see? Can't even hardly tell he's... There we go. Alright. Quest complete. Alright. I'll go over just some of the items, gear, gems, setup, whatever. Tree. Tree hasn't changed that much from last video. The only thing that's really, like, somewhat noticeable is block is a little more valuable now, since it works from all directions. Alright. I'll speedrun this part. Okay, so, if you're coming into the timestamp, coming in hot. Ready? Here's the tree. I added a little bit of block since the last time, so I think I added this node in. Not much else changed. I added a little bit more. I added Skull Crusher and Aftershocks for the clear popping with Stampede, and then I added the extra block. Everything else is pretty much the same. And I added Blood Rush for just the 14% skill speed. It did make a very noticeable difference. Gems, like I said, Stampede, Devastate, Armor Explosion, Martial Tempo, Magnified Effect. 6 would be Momentum. I'd steal it from Shield Charge. Or not Shield Charge, from Leap Slam. Ores are the same. Hammer is still 5-link. Hammer, Fist of War, Weapon Elemental Damage, Eternal Flame, Syrian Flame. I still have 4-link for the more effect, more damage, whatever. Rage. I could 5-link this later for 1 extra for Calling Strike, but that doesn't work on Ignite, so it's not that good. That's pretty much it. I'll mouse over my items. I'll go over Atlas Tree here. It looks a little funny, but I think you have to go for Waystone drop rate, like, as much as possible, just to sustain. But since I started doing this, I've started sustaining, so I can actually sustain 15s now. Quant's fine. They buffed some of this stuff recently, just Waystones still. Duplicate 1 rare and 1 to 2 extra modifiers makes up for a lot of loot. Just generic Quant's good. I have 2 extra points now, actually, thanks to this guy. I haven't quite actually figured out what I'm going to put that in now. Dang it, I don't have enough room here. Gear I'll mouse over, just so you can see what I have. I added Surrender and Zoph's Blood. It's a source of percent life and fire exposure, so there's been a couple maps where it's like 50 res is one of the mods, which means everything is 50 res, and like rares and uniques have like 75. So since I don't, like, pen doesn't affect Ignite, it's not PoE1 where you have like 50 or 100 pen, or just like, I don't have like flammability, so like this is just 20% lower res on sometimes 50 to 75 res monsters, so it actually does make a pretty good damage difference. Rings are getting pretty good. Went for a rare chest. You gotta get the 30 move speed on boots. I'd like to have life, but it's a little hard to get in some spots right now. I added attack speed on gloves. I'm gonna add in the weapon swap tech, but for now I'm still setting it up, so that'll probably be the next video. Yeah, I think that's it. I'll either late tomorrow or probably Sunday, or maybe worst case Monday, I'll add an update that has the big single target where I'm one-shotting some endgame pinnacle bosses. But that's it for now. I'll see you guys next time.